Hello, Cutco Gifting World. LA Gonzalez out of Corpus Christi, Texas, and very excited to share the goods with you guys today. The label of today's talk is Chasing Squirrels, and this is a term that I learned from one of my Vast Action Coaching colleagues, Mr. Russ Wimbroff. So today I want to talk about the Realtor program. Realtor program has been huge in my growth and my development as a CGP. And I just want to share why I do think every CGP, as long as you don't have like 10 Realtor reps in your area, should be doing the Realtor program. So very excited to share hot news. Today, I did a team meeting and I did a CE class, and I had 3 orders for 2,800 CPO, almost 29, almost 3K. So that's super exciting. But what's more exciting is seeing how with time, these realtor orders, which a lot of them are small, I know it's different in different areas, but most of my realtor orders are like 6 spreaders, 10 Centuka trimmers. Maybe once in a blue moon, I'll get like a 25 gift order. But most of my realtor orders are anywhere from 6 to 10 gifts, which don't get me wrong, 6 spreaders, especially when you have to do a deal like a 5-1 get 1 spreader for 350 CPO, it's definitely not super sexy. But what's really great about that is last year was my first year actually working the Realtor program the way it should be worked. And I saw a lot of these 6 gift, 10 gift orders help me sell 10K in gifting in January. I sold a bunch. Now what I'm actually doing is every January, I do a pre-price increase sale, specifically targeted to my business owners and realtors. I'll do that while I'm doing my check-in calls. A lot of people bought gifts for Christmas, so you check in. I know I've talked about this, but how was gifting? How were they received? Is there anything I could have done better on my end? Awesome. Now I'm talking to you right now so we can set up our annual business review for the summer. Just curious before I let you go, are you low on gifts? Could you use any more? Do you just want to share? I actually have a pre-price increase special. Price go up next month. So if you are low on gifts, I can get you a little bit better deal on them right now, and you're going to beat the price increase. So again, it was really awesome to see a lot of my 6 and 10 gift orders turn into 10 and 15 or 20 gift orders because I got them on the program and it's been going well for them. So, Realtor program, it's tedious and it does take time. And I'll be honest, realtors aren't always the most pleasant to work with. Business owners definitely get back to you a lot sooner. And business owners are also really good about saying, yes, I'm interested. Send me info. I'm not going to do this right now, but we will do this at this time. Where realtors, I don't know if it's like a pride thing or what it is, but very often I have to ask multiple times and I have to tell them, hey, even if it's a no, we can still be friends. For me to finally have them tell me like, hey, like, just being honest, I love the program. Just right now is really not the right time. So a couple things about Realtor. Number one, you must be certified. So if you're not a certified CGP, you cannot work the Realtor program. But what I absolutely love about the Realtor program is you're going to have so much time in front of people. And the Realtor team meeting talk is a little bit different from like your gifting pitch, but there's a lot of similarities. And I've actually modified my Realtor pitch and thrown in a lot of things I've learned from business gifts into my pitch to personally refine my pitch, which, by the way, I have to shout out Deanna Scortino and especially Danny Garrido, sounds like burrito. Actually, for my first ever Realtor talk, the day before, I had a drive to San Antonio, a 2-hour drive, and I listened to his talk on Vector Connect, I don't know, 7, 8, 10 times. And that's actually how I learned to do my first Realtor meeting, which This is not common, but actually my first realtor meeting, I ended up selling 4,500 CPO, which when you're new is totally not normal. But again, starting in the realtor program, you're going to have a lot of opportunities. When maybe you're new in business gifting and you don't have a lot of clients, it's a little bit harder to prospect and build your pipeline and get a lot of referrals. With the realtor program, there's a bunch of realtor offices. So you can have a lot of opportunities to speak and to talk about Cutco gifting. And it's great because when you close those 6 gift, those 10 gift orders, you're going to mess up. There's going to be something that you do wrong. And it's good to mess up on a 7 gift or on a 6 gift or on a 10 gift order rather than messing up on a 25, 50, 100 gift order, right? So with realtor program, it really taught me how to upserve in gifting. It taught me how to deliver the pitch quickly and efficiently. And most importantly, it taught me how to correctly place orders with branding tools. So I'm not going to dive too deep into it today. I'm actually going to dive into my realtor pitch on my next call. But I do want to say with realtors, the first thing you want to do is you want to build out your recon list. So if you ever listen to Sobieski, if you ever hop on those free training calls they do every Thursday at 2 p.m. Central, he will consistently talk about the recon list. So what that recon list is, and I'll actually share mine so people can have an idea what that looks like. Just a second so I can find which email that's under. CGC. So this is my recon list right here. When it comes to realtor, this is going to be the first thing you want to do. What I actually did is I had my assistant take the time to make this list for me. So you can see I have all these different cities and I have all these different offices. And I just had my realtor just get on Google and just find as many offices as she could find and put them into this list and put the phone numbers. The best way, in my opinion, to work on this recon list is to go to the offices in person. Now, this can be tedious. It does take follow-up, which is also a very, very important skill that you need to do well in the business gifting program. Most business gifts take anywhere from 7 to 12 touches before you place an order. I know it can seem like a lot of work. I know it can seem tedious, but my question to you is 7 to 12 touches worth a 2 to 5K, maybe even larger order? In my opinion, it definitely is. Because not just only the CPO, but you're going to create clients that are going to order from you every single year. Not all of them, but with a lot of time, a lot of love, and a lot of pleasant persistence, you can be like Rob Robincheck and you can have a 70% reorder rate. So you want to create your list and then you want to go to these offices and you want to try and talk to whoever is in charge of the team meetings. Hey, I'm LA. I'm here to speak to who's ever in charge of the team meetings. Hopefully that person's in the office and you can speak to that person. Just say, hey, I work with a lot of realtors, or we work with a lot of realtors, and I'm looking to just take a little bit of time with your realtors. I'm happy to bring breakfast or to bring out a raffle item. And these brokers, they're running team meetings anyway. So when they have the opportunity to have someone that's going to bring breakfast or bring a raffle item to get more people in the door because they want their realtors at those team meetings, it's almost a no-brainer. So it's actually very rare when you talk to the person that's in charge of the team meetings that they're not open. I'd say maybe 1 out of 10, 2 out of 10, maybe brokers are just totally against the idea of having you. And Usually they say something along the lines of like, oh, we we're not doing well right now. Like we really don't want anyone trying to sell stuff. We just want people that are out here trying to give information to my realtor so they can sell more. But what's going to happen very often is you're going to go to an office and the person you speak to isn't there. So what you want to do is, hey, Christy, the secretary, the person in charge of the team meetings, can I get their card, please? And then what I'll do is I will call that person. They usually don't answer, and then I'll leave a voicemail and I'll say, hey, Carrie, I was at your office today. I spoke with Christy. She said you guys do team meetings Tuesday at 10. I'd absolutely love to be a sponsor of that team meeting. Please give me a call when you can. Usually, they're not going to call you. They're not going to text you back. For example, this office I've been trying to get into, Blunter Real Estate. I finally did that office today. I went to that office probably 5 or 6 times last year. I called the broker a few times. I sent her a couple of text messages, and she's just busy. And I finally got in, and I didn't place a bunch of orders, but I got the broker to get 10 gifts today. So it's very exciting when the broker buys is she's going to be part of the program. She's going to enjoy the program. And the next time I do that office, the likelihood of me getting more of her realtors on the program really shoots through the roof. So this is how you book your team meetings. You create your recon list. Also, really good way to create your recon list. If you have a area like board of realtors or realtor association, joining the association. So my Corpus Christi Realtor Association, it's $220 to join the association. And just walking in, be able to say, hey, I'm an affiliate with CCAR. It gives you so much credibility. And in addition to that, I have access on the CCAR website to every single office. Before I had a lot of offices, I have about 25 plus offices I work with. I would really just go to every single office, but now I'm trying to be a little bit more efficient. So on what's great about my CCR website is I can see the office, but I can also see how many realtors are in that office. So I try and only do offices that have 10 plus realtors. So next, what I want to show you is something very important. When you are working the realtor program, what you want to do is you're going to go to gifting. You want to go to team meeting tracker, and you want to always check this tracker and make sure that you're not calling offices and you're not going to offices that already have a rep. So thankfully here in Corpus Christi, I'm actually the only CSP out here, and I'm the only rep that does offices. So you can see here, just in Corpus Christi, most of my offices are like in little suburbs of Corpus, so they're not going to come out under Corpus. But you can see Kyle, who, when his division used to have my area, he has his Keller Williams Coastal Bend. Kyle's a great person, so last thing I'm going to do, not just because he's a great person, but just because this is how you do the program, the last thing I'm going to do is go to that office and try and book that meeting. That's not how this program is run. So you can look through city, right? So if I look, Rockport is another city near Corpus. See, I do a lot of offices here. Oh, Rockport, Marissa Gibbons. Hope you're doing well, Marissa. So you can see all these different offices I work. So what I always recommend is wherever you are, Scottsdale, Los Angeles, wherever it is, you always want to check the tracker and ensure that you're not Los Angeles. There's a lot open in LA. Any CGPs in LA watching this, it's wide open for you guys. But again, you always want to check this tracker. And whenever you do an office, it's pretty easy. You just check in person or virtual, type in the meeting date, company name, type in all the info, go ahead and submit it, and you're good to go. Now, the reason I call this chasing squirrels is, like I said, the realtors are sometimes tough to get a hold of. Usually, if you don't close them like right there, it's done and you're not going to close them. Like I have a realtor 2 weeks ago. She's like, oh my gosh, I'll buy this. I've been calling her for weeks. Nothing happened. But Again, guys, I'm going to talk more about this next week. Anyone watching this, I really appreciate your time. I appreciate your support. If you ever want to talk gifting, just call me 361-455-1662. Thanks, guys.